Welcome back to WySLICE, everybody. So hopefully by now you are at least somewhat convinced that your algorithm is good because you've tested it in a couple of different mazes, you've played the game maybe a lot, and you found that it hopefully works pretty well. Then you've thought about, well, when might it break? Even though I haven't seen this in an actual maze, what could happen that might cause this algorithm to break or might cause it to just run forever and not terminate and not give any indication that anything is wrong. So we're going to continue along those lines, but we're going to do something a little bit different now. We're going to have a look at a different maze. So let me show you this. Here it is. So this is a different website, toytheater.com/maze. I'm going to click the start button here to get going. Okay. And as you can see, this is quite different from the maze we had a look at before. In particular, you can see the entire maze. So we've got our little spaceship here, and we can use the arrow keys to move this around, and we want to get to Earth. There. Done. Okay. Level 2. Okay, this also seems quite easy here. Level 3. Ooh, a little bit more challenging. I think I can do this. Okay, just gonna go all the way down here and done. And your task for now, of course, first you might want to familiarize yourself with the problem as we have talked about before, because that is obviously important. But your task now is to take your algorithm that you have developed and honed for the previous maze game and apply it to this maze game here. And see if it still works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, depending on how exactly you set up your algorithm. As I said, different setup here in that we can see the entire maze. We don't have this light thing that we need to shine around. We don't start out in a corner without being able to see anything at all. We can see the entire maze. We can see the position of the spaceship, and we can see the place we want to go to, Earth. And we can, before we even start, essentially plot out the route that we want to take without having to go down any dead ends, which we do have to do for the previous maze because we simply don't know, right? So before we get to the dead end, we might not even realize that, oh, this is a dead end. I won't be able to get any further there. So different setup here. Have a go at that. The great advantage of this maze here is that it comes with very entertaining sounds, which will hopefully make this even more fun to play in the classroom. And you might get tired of it if 20 students are doing this at the same time and you're hearing these sounds all over the place. But again, something that you can very easily take back into the classroom and have your students play around with. Okay, so go ahead and take your algorithm. Don't modify it yet. Take your algorithm and apply it to this new maze and see how it holds up there.